Three healthcare jobs are being rewritten by AI right now, and not in some 2030 forecast, but actually today. The routine work that defined them is being automated at 95% plus accuracy, and the people who see it coming are repositioning themselves while everyone else pretends nothing's changing. I'm going to name all three, show you what the data actually says, and give you three human skills quietly getting more valuable in the exact same shift. Look, this isn't doom content. I don't make doom content. I make honest content about where the curve is going. You can stay in front of it instead of behind it. The people who read this curve early, tech in 1999 and retail in 2010 and media in 2020, all got promoted. And the ones who pretended nothing was changing, they got replaced. So this is the same pattern, but new industry, especially in healthcare. And there's already a hard signal in the labor data. A 2025 Stanford analysis of payroll workers that found that workers aged 22 to 25 in the most AI exposed jobs have seen roughly a 13% drop in employment since late 2022, while older, more experienced workers in the same fields held steady or grew. The entry rungs are going away fast, but guess what? This is what nobody is telling you. Jobs aren't evaporating uniformly. AI eats the routine tier first, which compresses the bottom of the career ladder and makes experience judgment more valuable. That's not a threat if you know which side to stand on. So on this video, I'm going to talk about three areas. First is that you have to think this is repositioning, not panic. How to read the curve is what this is about. Next, I'm going to get into three roles being reshaped even as we speak, and the pattern that predicts which job is next. And last but not least, I'm going to give you the three human skills rising in the same shift and how to treat each this quarter. If you've never been to this channel before, my name is Theo Harvey. I went from employee to CEO of a remote multi-million-dollar healthcare startup, earns $1 million from investors, and worked with the likes of Cisco Systems, AT&T, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and other healthcare organizations. My mission is to help healthcare pros get ready for the new normal before it's too late. So let's talk about how this is about positioning and not panic. The single most useful reframe I can give you: AI is changing your field. It's not the same as AI is ending your job. Every prior technology wave killed tasks, not whole careers, and rewarded the people who moved toward the work the machine could not do. Skate to where the puck is going, not where it has been. Wayne Gretzky. That's the entire game here. And the puck's direction is measurable. The Stanford payroll data is the tell. It's the entry-level routine roles, contracting first, not the senior judgment-heavy ones. Read that as a map, not a verdict. Back in 2020, I watched two medical practice managers face the same telehealth wave. One treated it as a threat and waited it out. The other spent 90 days becoming the person who understood the new tool's code. 18 months later, one was job hunting and the other was running operations for a much bigger group. Same wave, opposite outcomes. The only variable was who learned and leaned in early. AI changes the field whether you participate or not. The only choice is which side to stand on. As I named the three jobs, don't ask, am I safe? Ask, which part of my work is routine and which part is judgment? That's the question that actually protects you in this new world of AI, because AI is about data, routine tasks, simple. Guess what? The judgment is still human. So let's talk about these three roles and the pattern I'm seeing. First, medical coding. Translating clinical notes into billable codes. A translation task with right answers was exactly what AI has eaten first. Autonomous coding tools now hit 92 to 90% accuracy and autocode 90% plus of routine charts, routing only the low confidence ones to humans. Guess what? Here's the honest nuance. Organizations are still projecting that broader medical record categories will grow this decade because healthcare volume is enormous, but the routine tier is being absorbed fast, and only about 15% of systems had adopted autonomous coding as of 2025, with 70% plus planned to expand in 2026. The work is shifting to audits, complex inpatient cases, CDI and denial strategies, and away from straight through coding. That's the real fact. The next role is medical transcription. This is the clearest case. There's projections that medical transcription employment to decline about 5% through 2034. And they explicitly name AI speech recognition as the reason. AI scribes now transcribe physician notes at 95% plus accuracy. At entry level, just transcription of routine visits is the part going first. But notice where the work went. It didn't vanish, it moved. Many transactionalists became AI scribe quality reviewers, verifying editing AI notes instead of typing from scratch. That's the pattern to watch. Roles are shifting, not simply disappearing. The next role, frontline administrative support. Receptionists, schedulers, verifying prior auth caller. Look, I covered the agents during this in the AI agents video. You can check out the link here. The macro view, the entry-level version of the role, is part being absorbed, while the senior version, handling exceptions, judgment calls, patient relationships, is actually growing. That's the labor pyramid compressing. The bottom rung gets harder to enter and experienced people get more valuable. The pattern, so guess what? You can predict what's next. That all three share these three traits. Their translation tasks, not just judgment tasks. They have measurable right answers, not contextual ones, and they run at high volume. The same task repeated with small variations. The jobs growing are the mirror image, judgment over translation, contextual answers over measurable ones, and low volume but high stakes, where getting it wrong is expensive. So run your own role through these 3 questions and you'll know where you stand in 5 minutes. Before I get into that, if you allow me to take a moment to provide you with a brief public service announcement. We notice about 84% of you watch our videos but are not subscribers yet. If you can do me a big favor and take the time to subscribe, as that will help the algorithm reach more people like you. As healthcare is rapidly evolving and changing, we all need content like this to adjust to the new normal. Now back to the video. Notice that every job growing in this shift is built on the human relationship, the judgment, the trust, the patient who needs a person. That's the whole bet behind what we built. We believe that AI can carry the routine load so your people can live in a relationship. That's what Simon is all about. That human-to-human connection is so important that we built Simon on top of our SensorMed platform. It's about getting patients engaged in their own care while keeping a human in the loop. A reward-based system that gets them taking their meds, checking their blood pressure, staying active, all in a point system with leaderboards to keep them excited about their healthy journey. It keeps the human in the middle, but uses AI to track everything and encourages patients along the way. Want to see it if it fits your organization? Click the link below. Check it out. If it makes sense, give us a call. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the 3 rising skills we're seeing and what that means. First skill is the judgment under uncertainty. The ability to make confident calls when the evidence is incomplete. You have to act anyway. AI keeps getting better at well-defined tasks, so the premium people who navigate poorly defined ones keeps climbing. I tell my team all the time, data gives us direction, not defined endpoints. What does that mean? Look at the data, and the data can give you a sense of where it's kind of going, so you have to make a decision on where the direction is going. You can't wait. And that's human judgment. So start this quarter. Every time you make a judgment call under uncertainty, write down what you decided and why. In 3 months, you'll see your own pattern, the moves you make well and the ones you're avoiding. Almost nobody does this, which is exactly why it gives you an edge. AI orchestration. Look, not using AI orchestrating it. What does that mean? So look, anyone can prompt ChatGPT to summarize a doc. Orchestration is designing a workflow where 2 or 3 tools hand off to each other, knowing which leads, which verifies, where the human steps in. This is becoming the most valuable mid-career skill in healthcare. A person can say tool A for the first pass, tool B for the patient communication, human review for the final approval. It's the one who gets promoted to the next operations. Guess what? Take that one more flow and try to do it with 2 AI tools chained together. Really, what you're trying to create is an automated system using AI. The clumsy first attempt teaches you more than, guess what, 10 articles or any videos you can read here. Number 3, patient trust building. The one clinicians almost overvaluing themselves. They have the version that worked 10 years ago, but not 2026. Patients now verify everything you say and get second opinions on demand with AI. The baseline trust in any single clinician is lower. You have to re-earn it through specific behaviors, explaining your reasoning, naming uncertainty out loud, taking the AI research seriously. I've covered it previously on this channel where we talked about scripts. When patients come to you with their ChatGPT in hand, you have to be prepared for that. So pick one phrase from that video, use it for the next 30 days, and track who responds to it. That data beats any course. Absolutely. These 3 roles are being reshaped. These skills are rising, and in the same shift, 2 directions to face. The future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed, as William Gibson once put it, famous author. The choice in the next 12 months isn't whether AI changes healthcare, it's which side of the change you stand on. So hopefully I kind of covered all the different areas. First one, position, not panic. Skate to where the puck is going by understanding where you are and what skills you need to build. I also talked about the things that are going away and reshaping and changing. Medical coding, transcription, and frontline admin are being automated from routine tier up. Number 3, you want to build judgment. Understand how to move AI and use different tools of AI, and understanding trust, gaining trust with patients. You have to start that this quarter or you will be left behind. So tell me in the comments which of the 3 skills you want a full standalone video on, whether it's judgment, orchestration, trust building, whichever gets the most requests, because the next deep dive. And if you're watching this channel, you're already in front of the curve. So subscribe and stay there.